Greetings everybody, this is part 3 of Undertale, and today we deal with puzzles galore.
Lots of puzzles, and none of them were particularly that good.
To be fair, they're made by Papyrus. Well, most of them.
Yeah.
You spin me right round. Sans! Oh my god, is that a human? How bad is your eyesight?
They don't have eyes, they're skeletons.
And how could they see in the first place?
How can
Fuck,
skeletons, how can skeletons move in the first place? They have no muscles.
Magic.
Probably, and that's why they can see magic.
Alright then why would you have magic that gives you bad eyesight?
Because they're on a budget, dude.
What kind of budget?
You see where they live?
I guess, but... Actually, if I remember, the story behind Papyrus' Sans is that they kind of just strolled into Snowdin one day.
Yeah, that's what NPC says. They just kind of appeared one day and no one really questions them.
One thing I don't like about Sans, that I told you this earlier, is his guilty until proven innocent mindset.
I'm sure that would become a major problem eventually.
It does a bit. A little more in the genocide route, but, you know...
And this is
Here we have Snow Drake. I think you're a bit ahead, but whatever. Basically, wait till he makes a pun, then laugh.
Yeah.
And then you can spare him.
That
See,
was wrong.
laughs! Dad was wrong. that poor guy, I feel bad for him.
And this thing actually kicked my ass the first time because I didn't know how to spare it. But now it's...
Dude, just ask me, like I said.
You were offline.
I was asleep, fuck me.
Yeah, you shouldn't sleep. Ever. Be like
What
me.
the-
Stay up all day, every day.
Here we have Doggo. Wait one turn, don't move, pet him.
I don't like Doggo at all.
Why?
He's so... Oh, isn't he implied to be like a drug addict?
I don't know.
Because he smokes at all treats.
I don't know. Could you imagine him at a poker game?
Hey, doesn't he play poker by himself? Or was that another dog?
I don't... Actually, could you imagine all the dogs, like, getting together to play poker? Like in that picture. The lesser dog would have a hell of an advantage because of his long neck. He just looks at everybody's hands.
Like, the greater dog would just take up the whole side of the table.
Oh, yeah.
I love the greater dog.
It's so cute.
Everything in this game is cute.
North ice, south ice, west ice, east Snowdin town, and ice. Head up north, meet a snowman. It was just snow piece. You can eat it to fully restore your health. Excellent in the genocide route. Kinda useless in the pacifist route.
Yeah.
Well, not useless, but
A lot of things heal you for full health in the pacifist route. Because you
Yeah.
can't level up.
one of the best healing items, ironically, is the bicycle.
Why? Oh yeah, 'cause
You-
you get two at once.
Yeah, you get two at once. It heals a little above half your health.
That's pretty good. I like
That
this.
is cheap.
I like this.
Oh, the cinnamon treat.
CT.
I don't know
That
what.
increases your speed by a bit.
Oh, the CT.
Yeah.
They keep one of them. Later on, you'll end up at this hotel place, and like there'll be this guy, like, asking for room service. He'll give you 99 G as a tip, so you make a net profit.
That's awesome.
If you actually step on the snow, you get shocked, but it doesn't kill you.
Yeah, I experimented that. I thought it would take my health away, but no, nothing.
I remember one time you see that little passage before where you enter.
Yeah.
I tried to go around that, see if Papyrus would react. However, you only get shocked. Another genocide route difference. Your character did he just moonwalk?
I was about to say, did you just walk backwards? Or was that just me?
So, Papyrus is a smooth criminal,
Well, not really. Okay.
I guess. A genocide route difference. He actually just walks past the puzzle.
Yeah, I
Not
did
joke.
that on my first playthrough. I
Yeah.
hate this I hate this thing.
Really?
It took me so long my first try, and then
It's actually not relevant.
I know, and the reward is 2 gold.
Actually, it depends on how you do it. Like, it's, for example, here, if you let it almost melt,
Oh. I never
light
noticed
blue,
that.
ball is small. You waited, still, for this opportunity. Then dethrone the ball with a sharp attack.
Oh, it's
You
still
are
just 4
awarded.
gold. I thought the reward would be like 40 gold.
You mind? I hope you're ready for. Sans, what the fuck?
I love Papyrus and Sans.
I know. My favorite character, however, is until late game. Fun fact, this puzzle is actually impossible because one of the words is misspelled.
You actually too kind of noticed that? Or
I took... It was actually, you know the gibberish?
Yeah.
That's the part that's misspelled.
Yeah, I never bothered actually looking at the words. I mean, I know a few words, but I didn't.
I just wanted to find out where the gibberish word was.
It's in the first line.
Yeah, it's literally the first line.
Yeah, I noticed that.
You know, I never did say crossword.
I did in my second playthrough.
What'd he say?
He just said that you and Sans are weird. I like Sans because he seems like an idiot, but he's actually really smart. Or seems to be really smart so far.
He is really smart. I could tell you a bit of a spoiler right now if you want.
Nah, not for the sake of the Let's Play. You might
Alright.
spoil it for other people.
But yeah, he is pretty smart, and he really does care about his brother.
And I love that comic you sent me where like Sans and Papyrus are dressing as best friends.
Yeah, I love that.
That sounds like
Papyrus is the protagonist.
I just love Sans' expression in the last panel.
You had one job, Papyrus. You had one job.
I found this out my first playthrough, like, really quickly, but on my second playthrough, for some reason, it took me forever to find that.
I don't bother to pet him all the way. But if you keep petting him, his neck just gets longer and longer.
Yeah, it's
and
adorable.
and the text will eventually say, "It appears you have a problem."
So, is there any relevancy to that thing in the snow with a red dot?
It tells you where the switch is.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I always thought it was a location of a treasure chest. Or a secret item.
Here's something my friend here had trouble with. This boss fight.
Just because those axes are really weird to avoid.
Actually, sadly, I don't think I get to show it off.
This battle was really sad on the genocide routes.
Well, it's not really set on genocides per se so much as just neutral, because in neutral you don't learn the facts. I mean, in genocide you don't learn the facts.
Well, it's sad because if you kill one of them, the other one just gives up, and you just kill one and just gives up. It's just like that.
Yeah, and you learn that they're actually the guardians of the town.
Yeah, I find it. Anyway, one reason I had trouble with this is that for some reason on my first playthrough, I assumed that the blue ones healed you. I don't know why.
I can't blame you for thinking that.
Yeah. Eventually, you find out that green stuff. Mostly.
Well, not always. Remember that one enemy late in the game I told you about?
Secondary plane.
Yeah, the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you gotta
green-
get close to it.
Green just means hit it. Go for it.
Go suicidal. Dogs can pet other dogs. Thanks, weird puppy. Nearsighted
Here's the
motherfuckers.
hardest puzzle in the game, right? He solves it really quickly because he's played this game before, but on the first playthrough, that's gonna take you ages.
On my first playthrough, I did it first attempt.
Screw you.
If you say left it, he says that you turned it around on him.
Yeah, I think both.
First time around, I thought he said Master Chief. That'd be a fucking hilarious mental image.
Yeah. It would be. This puzzle also took me a while for some reason. Oh my
Wait a minute. The one past you, the one only with 2, gave you trouble.
No,
I was about to say, you pathetic motherfucker.
there's only 2 puzzles in early game that really gives me trouble, and this is one of them. The
Yeah.
other one doesn't really give me trouble because it's a hard puzzle, it just gives me trouble because it's a puzzle. And I would say which one was that one.
At time of recording, it was 1 in the morning, so I was kind of brain farting here.
Yeah.
I think for a moment, and at this point, I realized I fucked up.
I think I picked a really wrong way, but it still worked, but it was retarded, so I think I got it the wrong way.
Same here, but hey.
Let's see how you do it.
I go up that way.
Yeah, I went from the
Throw logic to the wind and cheat.
I went through the top way, and it was really stupid, and more complex than it should have been. But I did it. You'll love the next puzzle. Yeah. Someone needs to make a mod that replaces Papyrus with Skeletor.
Hey, dude, there's this one where he's holding like this spaghetti box of spaghetti and saying, "I'm not nice," like that scene.
Yeah, you showed me that one.
Yeah.
But I remember that one gif of He-Man where Skeletor goes to a magic mirror and he punches the mirror on his way out.
Oh yeah. What logic?
I was really excited for this puzzle at first because I thought it sounded fun.
This is a small spoiler, but you actually do get to do it later on.
Awesome.
But you're on a time limit.
Aww. I was gonna use it as a farm for experience points.
It's actually pretty hilarious. There's 3 ways around it. Well, not 3 ways around it. 3 different cutscenes at the end. But anyway, if you actually like say no, all 3 times, he'll just say, "Man, you could do it yourself." Like, look, understand? No. Okay, I guess I'll repeat myself. He gets most of them wrong, even. Wait, there are no brow tiles. Wait, did I fix up green and blue? Pink tiles. I don't remember. Wait, those ones don't do anything. Okay, do you understand better now? Understand the explanation? Even less! Okay, you know what? How about you just do this puzzle on your own? I'll leave the instructions.
Good luck. Yeah.
If you actually most people probably know this, but if you actually if you actually do the puzzle, he spins around like. Actually, that's spaghetti from earlier. It was alright. Actually, how the fuck do skeletons taste things?
Well, skeletons, they don't make sense biologically. They have no muscles, no eyes, no stomach, nothing.
No logic.
And on my first playthrough, this had all snowmen in it.
Really?
Now it doesn't. Yeah.
What'd you do?
Maybe it's because I was going genocide. I don't know. But it had a lot of snow dogs. Anyway, this is a puzzle that gives me trouble. Not because it's particularly hard, but for some reason, sometimes when you hit the squares, you still go forward, and sometimes I fall off.
First time around, I actually solved this puzzle my first time. I give that credit to the amount of times I have to do those fucking ice puzzles in Pokemon.
The one in Ice Cave is so bad. I love that.
But I don't show off. It's the southern path.
What's down there again? I forgot.
A door that you can't access.
Oh yeah.
And to access it, I'm not going to show it off this Let's Play, but to access it, yeah, at the end of the game, during the credits, you can try to dodge as many as possible. You have to dodge all of them to access the door.
And this part really, killed me when I first played it. It's like, oh,
but,
cute dog, and Jesus Christ.
Fun fact, the dogs are actually, Toby's avatar. Remember this combination of acts. You're going to need it later. Don't move when that dog's asleep.
It's funny because my dog looks just like the dog in the battle screen when it's sleeping. I just noticed his spear has a name on it.
Well, a face. And same with his gauntlet.
Yeah.
Like I said, remember this series of acts later.
He spots on the ground.
So both snow in the air brings it to you.
The dog is very tired.
Oh, and just in case you don't remember, blue means don't move.
Yeah, blue means don't move, green means heal or important, and white means
White means start dodging. Anyway,
Capacity's at 40%.
anyway, don't move when the dog is asleep. They'll start barking at you, and they're nearly impossible to dodge.
Really? I can dodge them fairly easily.
Here's the thing, I kind of go in one direction. I love this.
I love that part.
How does he walk?
This whole part reminds... Have you ever played the game Never Alone?
No.
Oh, it's this game on Steam where you play as a little Inuit girl and her pet fox, and it's really adorable.
Another genocide difference here. If you actually... Yeah, the dog. Anyway.
Sorry.
Anyway, another genocide difference here. Sans here will stop it because, he says it's too easy. In the genocide run, he'll say you'll just walk past it anyway. Oh, what's the hold up? Hold up! Actually, could you imagine if Sans just fucked us up right there and you presses the button?
Anyway, well, Braum is on show. Also, if you do go in the southern route, then you start to learn that Sans is really weird. He can teleport and stuff.
Yeah.
That really confused me in my first playthrough. And the Steam card for Sans, it just shows,
yeah, Sans is... Actually, you're going to want to pay attention here. Because there's this little secret I show off.
Yeah.
Anyway, pay attention.
Huh.
You saw that?
What was that?
Flowey.
Huh.
Yep. During certain parts, if you actually go left or backwards somewhat, you can actually briefly see Flowey stalking you. I only show that off there.
Welcome to Snowden Town.
But yeah, it's really creepy.
And I like this town because it really does feel like an Earthbound town. And
It does. And that's the end of this part. Hope you guys liked this. See you next time.
bye guys, have a great day.
To the Creator Studio.